If you have not yet installed Krita on your device, we strongly recommend that you find and follow our previous content on the most basic level, such as installation and general introduction, on our channel. We launched Krita, and the program opened immediately after a great 25th anniversary cover image. Every time you open Krita, you are greeted with the welcome screen, and in the center, there is a space to help you quickly find your previous work. Of course, if you have just installed the software and haven't done any work yet, the space to show previous work and images will be empty. If you want, you can reset and clear the previous pictures or work section. At the top are the File and Action menus, which can be found in almost every windowed application. In a submenu is the toolbar. In a moment, we will go into details of the other actions and tools that will become visible when we open an image file. On the left side of the welcome screen, you can see the Start section, where you have the options to open or start a new image and an existing image file. On the left side and further down, you can see another section with links to the community website and Krita. On the far right, there are links to follow news, important announcements, and updates about Krita. This is a brief introduction to the welcome screen. Now let's quickly open and close an existing image file and examine the quick access menu in the center of the welcome screen. As you can see, the last opened image file is now visible. And we go to the option to create a new image file to start entering all the details of the Krita interface. As soon as we click, we are presented with a new document creation dialog or panel. On the right side of the panel, it offers you preset or modifiable and customizable templates for the type of document you will create. The purpose of these presets and templates is to save you time with quick, preloaded settings and templates, if you are going to work to a certain standard, or to help you create documents within standard limits. Of course, you can change your own standards as you wish from the customizable settings. For example, you can choose from a set of presets for a general standard artwork, or quick presets and templates for an animation type work, and other comic manga type templates, as well as many presets for other design or photo and texture work. Today we will create a document with a custom setting, and even when creating a document with a custom setting, we will be able to shape our document and our images by selecting any standard or non-standard frame or setting from the many preloaded standard settings. From the drop-down menu, with predefined settings, you can see the formats of the most common standards worldwide. You can choose from many standard paper, frame, canvas, or screen size settings, such as A3, A4, film frame, and other image document aspect ratios in standards with different resolution sizes and other predefined settings, and even a range of settings for texture rendering are ready. You can select and use any of the predefined settings, and even modify any standard setting. For the default setting of the document we are going to create, we have selected A3 and a resolution in pixel inches with a preset of 600 pixels per inch, and then you can see that the other settings, such as height and width, which are found individually below, are automatically updated. In addition, we set the orientation of the canvas horizontally instead of vertically. If you want to see the height and width frame settings in different units, you can change them to inches, pixels, centimeters, and other units. Further down in the color-related settings that may be needed for more professional work, RGB is generally preferred for displays. CMYK is more preferred for printing, but you can select and change color settings for different standards. We will continue without making changes in the color section. Before moving on to the other sections, we would like to remind you again that you do not have to stick to the standard settings you have chosen. You can manually enter the different values you want in the boxes shown as aspect settings. The bottom section gives a textual expression of the settings we have selected. At the top, besides the size settings, there are content settings where you can choose the document name, the description, the number of layers the document will initially have, the color and transparency of the layer or background, all of which you can also change after creating the document. For now, we prefer to create a document with the other presets we have chosen, without making changes here, as we don't find it necessary. If you have just installed the Krita software, or have not yet made any changes to the normal interface settings, you will see approximately this kind of workspace layout. Basically, in Krita, or other industry standard drawing design art software, we can say that the interface actually consists of two main parts. The first is the workspace, in the center of which is a canvas connected to the layer system. And in the areas outside of it are subwindows and toolboxes, also called dockers, usually attached to the edge boundaries of the application. In Krita, it divides access to most of its features into functional panels called dockers. Dockers are small windows that can contain, for example, things like a layer stack, color palette, or brush presets. Think of them as a painter's palette, set of watercolors, or brushes. In fact, in general, you can think of the Krita editor as a real-life painter's workspace, with a canvas in the center and drawing design tools, brushes, paints and pencils, and other tools and materials around it. As you can see on the welcome screen, the File and Action menus, which can be found in almost every windowed application, are located at the top. A sub-menu is the toolbar, and you can see that many other drawing design tools are active when an image file is open. The toolbar, in a nutshell, is where you can select your brushes, adjust parameters like matteness, size, and other settings. But this is not the only toolbar. We can also select brushes from other toolbars and dockers, and we will look at the other toolbars and panels in a little more detail. On the left and right sides, you can see the tool panels or docker sub-windows and added menus. Portable panels or sidebars are known as interlocking spaces. Krita also allows you to place panels on top and or bottom, which we will explain in a moment with detailed examples. At the bottom is the status bar, which shows the preferred mode for displaying the selection, such as marching ants or mask mode, which gives control over brush preset, color space, image size, and a suitable zoom. Floating panel. These can be launched from docks or berths at any time to see a wider range of options. A good example of this would be the preset panel or the palette panel, and we will give detailed examples of this in a moment. In the Krita editor, the status bar at the bottom and the File and Action menus at the top are fixed, while all other panels can be placed and repositioned in any way and from any angle. Under the View tab in the File and Action menu, we can choose to turn on or off some of the elements that appear in the interface. For example, we can turn rulers on or off. Similarly, we can switch to Canvas View only, and even make preferences in Canvas View, such as whether the rulers are on or off. We can use Krita in full screen mode. We can also perform these operations using keyboard shortcut keys. For example, the Tab key can be used to switch to Canvas View, or to switch from Canvas View back to normal view. Under the Settings tab in the File and Action menu, there are theme appearance preferences for Krita software. Let's show them one by one. As with the interface preferences of all industry standard professional software, some are prepared with light colors, while some themes offer us the ideal theme preferences for dark colors and eye focus. We generally prefer dark themes for eye comfort, and to make it easier to focus, this theme preference is only a preference for the colors of the program interface. You can choose any theme you like. As we mentioned at the beginning, in the Krita editor, the status bar at the bottom and the File and Action menus at the top are fixed, while all other panels can be placed and repositioned in any way and from any angle. After selecting the specific settings we prefer for our A3 file in landscape, confirm with the Create option. Here is our image artwork file with our first selection of settings, opened as a clean and blank canvas. With tools and brushes, we quickly draw and scribble on canvas with a tablet pen. In the next lessons, we will go into the ins and outs of interface, drawing design tools, and digital drawing design, as well as animation and program usage. Krita is a flexible, user-friendly software for both beginner amateurs and professional artists. In short, for everyone. We explained how to install the software and open the first working file, and gave a quick demonstration of a few simple basic drawing design tools. You can follow the previous and next episodes of the series, which will continue with more and different content in the following episodes on our channel. We plan to release a series of tutorials on our channel that will cover all this and more in detail. Let's keep exploring Krita software together and unleash our creativity. We will continue this series with much more beautiful trainings, and we will be with you again very soon.